Hey everybody, it's Rydo, and we are back for the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Last episode, we were working on beans. It felt like if I had given it 3, 4, maybe 5 more tries, I would have actually beaten it, but I did not beat it on the recording. Did not come back and play anymore after that, of course. Recording, that was, last episode was actually a special episode. I just needed something to wash the taste of Hearthstone out of my mouth, so to speak, because boy was I burned out yesterday. Just totally burned out. Yesterday in my time, I recorded like 4 recordings of Hearthstone, and then I recorded a 5th of this. One little thing I've noticed that I did make a mistake for is that somehow in the run of episodes we did Suicide King, and since Suicide King is the challenge where you have boomerang explosive shots, I must have thought that was actually called Demo Man, and so we skipped Demo Man. So the next one we did after Suicide King was Cursed, then Beans. That leaves us 4 to go. We're gonna do Demo Man and correct that mistake today. Demo Man looks like it should be a pretty easy win, as long as we're careful. We have 2 items, Fetus in the Jar and the Boom Box, I guess is what I'll call it. If you haven't realized by now, I just make up the names, and those probably aren't the official names, but that's kind of the beauty of Isaac and all video games in general, is that you can just make your own world of it. You know, if you want to call Mario Bob in Super Mario Brothers or any Mario game, there's really not a lot to stop you. There's the seed. We have 2 speed, 1 tier speed, 2 damage, 2 range, and 2 faith, 1 luck. Now when we look at what I'm doing, my tiers are just bombs. So what I want, if anything, is range, if I want anything. Now when I hold it down, this is about as fast as the bombs are coming out, so do I want it to get to the point where more and more bombs are just coming out faster and faster? I don't think so. This would be a good challenge too if you just wanted to blow up a floor and reveal all the things on the floor. Doing this does have the risk of the bounce back. Notice when it hits the wall, it does bounce back a little bit. And if you got too many bombs on the screen, one bomb would be able to knock the other bombs right into your face. So shouldn't have any problem with that. The left trigger item here, of course, makes you blow up, and we have 6 bombs we can place. And then we have the matchstick, which I believe has fire tiers. So I think the bombs have a little bit of a fire tier. I think Fetus in the Jar is the item that just makes your tiers become bombs. That seems like that's the only item we have, so it has to be that. I mean, well, it doesn't have to be, but it certainly seems like it. This is where it gets difficult, though. You'd think this would be a cakewalk, but it really isn't. Because when you've got fast-moving enemies, it then becomes dodge the bombs you're shooting and dodge the enemies. So now we've doubled the number of things we have to dodge. So interesting. I saw another YouTuber play with the magic fingers here, and he got all the way to the end of the game on a very difficult challenge by doing that. So I've got the piggy bank now. What I want to do is just hold off. I just want to hold off and see if I can get the magic fingers. Piggy bank and magic fingers could win this by itself. Plus, having the L trigger boombox is not helpful when you have explosive everything else. Notice here, it would be very difficult to get the bomb in the middle here to see if this opens up another pathway. But I'm having trouble doing it. That would probably be close enough, but yeah. I can get the center part easy, but these side parts, a little hard. I also want this key. I also want this pill. I also want this soul heart. Hopefully I can get them all. With a setup like this, there's just no reason not to blow up entire rooms like this. We may just go long in the sense that we're just blowing up sections of rooms, looking for a lucky rock, looking for items. That's part of the beauty of Isaac, is that you're given these rooms that at first glance seem like they are nothing but empty or full of enemies, and nothing else. I mean, most games, rocks don't have a 0% chance of having items in them. If you can even blow up the rocks, most games the rocks are purely there as barriers to keep you going down the path that was predetermined, or they're there just to be aesthetically pleasing and liven up the landscape. But Isaac, there's a chance that there's something in the rocks. So what would be an empty room blowing up all these rocks if you've got the bombs like we do now is worth it. Once we get Lucky Rock, the chance goes up even higher. And Lucky Rock is the equivalent of the petrified poop. You get petrified poop, and poops will give you more items. Lucky Rock will give you more items than blow up rocks. This damage needs to go up, though, I think, on this. I'm feeling like damage needs to go up. It's taking too long to kill these guys. See, and I hate this little bounce back because you don't know if it absolutely hit the walls. So we gotta figure out what a super secret is. Yep, there it is. So we've got a gambling device. What can we do? What can we do? It's almost guaranteed if you don't pick up an item in the store, if you don't pick up an item when you see it, you're not going to get that item again. I think the way it really works is that if you pick up the item and then leave it, you're guaranteed that you won't get it again. But if you don't pick up the item, then there is a chance you'll get it again, but it's probably close to the same chance that you'll get any other item you haven't seen yet. Another guy makes a bit of a problem. Just his brimstone versus my thing. So yeah, if I'm running, I can get it about 3/4 of the way across the room, so a range jump would help. Well, might as well take the golden key. Interesting situation here where I'm gonna come in here and leave a coin on the outside because of the piggy bank, and then when I come out, I'm gonna leave a coin on the inside. When I come out, I'll get the coin that I leave when I go in, but I'll leave the coin that I leave when I leave out. If any of that made any sense to anybody. Speed up. Alright. So there was the coin. Soul heart. I've got keys. So I'm gonna take this. Now this works on pennies, so I'm gonna need lots of pennies. I probably won't even use it at the moment. I have 3 let's see. I have probably enough hearts. I probably don't need to buy the soul hearts. I don't need to buy the coins. I don't need to buy the bombs. So the question is, do I keep my 6 coins at the moment, or do I buy a pill? I'm gonna take a pill. It leaves me with 1 use on this at the moment, but maybe not. Let's gamble once. Hey, what a deal. What a deal. That worked out. So instead of buying a 5 for 5 a soul heart, I got a soul heart gambling with that 1 penny. See who we're fighting. The Haunt. Ooh, well, I don't like the Haunts. Nobody likes the Haunts. It's gonna be difficult to fight this guy. Bombs actually slow him down, so if I just sit here and do this with the blowback, he's not being able to run into me. He is, however, nudging the bombs slightly, so I did have to run away a little bit there. Not too bad. Leaving stuff, I only got 2 coins, nothing else to buy. How far do we have to go? Well, at least Mom's heart. At least. But not sure for certain, because half the times when it says you have to go to Mom's heart, then it makes you go even further. I think we can do this. I'm feeling somewhat confident. This is the problem. When you can't attack the things that are super close to you, that is going to be a bit of a problem. So don't get, normally you would want to run in a corner so you could use your tears to, but in this case, it's actually not advisable. It's smarter to stay in the open where you can get away from your own bombs. Come on. know, blowing up poop should be a little bit easier than this. Let's see. Tears down. Great. Notice here that the pennies are not doing enough damage. Here's the ground base. It is shaking him a little bit, but it is just taking the tiniest of slivers out. Damage up. We need damage up. We need damage up on everything. We need explosions to be bigger. We need the damage the explosions do to be more. Was it worth it to get in this room? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Doesn't feel like it was. We can, if we so choose, bomb our way through a lot of rooms. We tried that in the previous Beans challenge. Really, that seems like the right way to do that, because you start off with 99 bombs, and even though that's a lot, it's still not enough. All I had to do was beat Mom's Foot on the Beans challenge, and still couldn't do it. We've got the keys. Let's go in here. Oh. Interesting. So I'll take how to jump just to get it off the thing, and then I'll take this, the Book of Sin. We're gonna come back for the magic fingers, I think. See, the magic fingers would clear out this room really fast, but so did just bombing it. Flies will be troublesome. These bombs, they're just, it's fast guys. They're gonna give me trouble. Alright, so this is just all about not blowing yourself up. Look at blue rock here, but we're gonna hit everything, so. Collecting the bombs just in case, you know, who knows, we may get some pickup that totally changes the setup of what we're shooting. If we were offered Brimstone, would we take it? Probably. I think I'd take Brimstone, yeah. Why not? 30 coins already. I'm blowing up these things just for the fun of it. Blow him up. So I'm just going all over the place here. Notice it does keep your charge when you leave the items. So 3 more coins and I can get BFS forever. Might as well take it. Still thinking I'm gonna keep the magic fingers. That synergizes more than anything else we've seen so far with the piggy bank. But the piggy bank is paying off for itself, regardless of other items. Because it's just dropping coins like crazy. Is it giving me enough? Not yet. We still don't have quite enough that I could just run and use the magic fingers on every single room. But it's getting me there. Go ahead and get this guy. Hearts. Another coin from the Book of Sin. Another coin from here. So I'm just playing around here. Yep. I've noticed I've been a little quiet here. I don't know, maybe I'm after the frustrations of yesterday, maybe I'm just taking a little bit of focusing more on the game, trying to not blow myself up. Maybe just relaxing a little bit more. Sorry for being quiet. This could be a miserable mistake here, just gambling. I'm not getting it enough. Let's see. Resistance. I'll take that with me into the fight. Come on. That was probably stupid. That was probably a mistake. Well. Found the secret room, we found the super secret room. We blew all our coins. Let's see. What more could we have bought in here? Oh, just keys and bombs. We don't need bombs at all. Don't want the pill bottle, don't want the Book of Sin. I think Magic Fingers does synergize. We didn't use how to jump. I don't think how to jump is anywhere as good as it thinks it is. I don't know where I got that. Like it's all up and mighty about itself. It's just an item, it doesn't talk. But how to jump, I wouldn't take a how to jump if I had any other option. Let me just put it that way. So we're gonna get into this boss fight and pop resistance. I believe that's going to give me a shield for a while. And then I'm gonna bomb the poop out of the room. Keep an eye on my resistance. As long as it is up, I'm just gonna bomb everything. Just try and hit it. At least one of these guys. I've gotten blown around a couple times already and not taking any damage. Oh, shield's down. We've give them all we've got, Captain. Scotty used to say. Oh, I recently got the remastered of the original Star Trek series, and it's really weird in a lot of ways because they went in and took all the CG elements and made like new CG elements, so they look good, but they look cartoony good now because they did this CG remaster a couple years ago and it already looks dated. So you have the option on the Blu-rays to watch the original effects, and then you can just see the models that they were using when they were filming. And they did do the right thing of taking the mono audio and cleaning it up, and the mono video and cleaning it up. So it does look better than before. It just, the whole thing that it prefers, and that they had the impetuousness to go and take the original Star Trek series and just put new CG graphics on it. It's just a little silly to me. But as one of the extras, they interviewed Scotty, the actor who played Scotty, not Scotty himself, the character, but they interviewed him, and he was, at the time when they interviewed him, very sickly and very old, and I don't know what happened, if he was in an accident. It looked more like he just had some kind of disease. So he had like 3 of his fingers had been amputated, and he just looked horrible. Just horrible. I mean, it was so bad. I was very surprised they even had him on screen. His mental state was not very good. He could still talk. He wasn't completely out of it, but man, it just made me sad to sit there and watch him like that. I mean, I guess I'm saying hide away the old and the decrepit, but that's wrong. But when you're making extras for a Blu-ray, you really don't want to see people you liked on TV be so close to death, and I think he is dead now. Well, in the Star Trek sets, there's lots and lots of in-memories of going on, because many of the actors and producers and creators have passed on because it was just so long ago. Interestingly enough, after watching the original series, as a person who did not grow up watching the original series, and I mean, you could probably argue that watching the remastered Blu-rays was the first time I'd ever seen most of the episodes. Everybody probably has caught at least a few minutes of the Trouble of Tribbles and such like that. But to watch the entire series, the 3 seasons in a row, it just does not hold up in my mind. I love Next Generation, and I do plan on getting the remastered of that. But that's what I grew up on, and so there's going to be some nostalgia even in that, because there are definitely bad episodes of Next Generation. The entire first season is rough. At the very least, most people will agree that the first season is rough. Lots of the movies, I got the Blu-rays and sets of the movies, all except for the remakes. Lots of the Star Trek movies don't hold up, aren't worth watching also. So there is a large swath of the series that if you're not a fan very much at all, if you just like a few episodes and a few episodes of a specific series, because there's been Star Trek the original series, Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager, and Star Trek Enterprise. So, and that's all before the reboot movies. If you don't just like a very small part of that, a lot of stuff is not entertaining. what is entertaining to watch, and I don't know if anybody would want to argue this, is the Wrath of Khan, and to an extent the Search of Spock, because it wraps up the Wrath of Khan. But you really don't even need to do the Search of Spock. I think at the end of Wrath of Khan, where Spock dies, would have been a great point for the series to both begin and end as a standalone movie. And I was really having fun watching Wrath of Khan. But Star Trek 1 with V'ger, Star Trek the Motion Picture, doesn't really feel like Star Trek. That was the problem I kept having. I kept saying, this doesn't feel like the Star Trek I know. Because really the Star Trek I know is just a few episodes and things I've made up in my mind that nobody else could ever possibly go along with that trip, because they just wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Interesting fact that Whoopi Goldberg in the Next Generation movies, at least, is not credited for any of her appearances. The reason why she did that, and it was her choice according to what I looked up, is because the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild rules at the time, would have had her put as the highest name on the credits, above Patrick Stewart, above everyone else, because she had done so many more movies before everyone else, and she was so much more famous that it would have been Star Trek The Next Generation motion picture starring Whoopi Goldberg. And so she was a big fan of Patrick Stewart and friend of him, and that's probably the reason why she was in the series at all. Although she did love Star Trek, I think that she said that in some of her stand-up skits too. So that's the reason why she's not credited. Also, an interesting tidbit, in the final Star Trek Next Generation movie, Nemesis, where they sort of kill off the Data, they, for a very brief second, mention that Wesley Crusher joined Starfleet again. So, I guess in the canonical storyline, if you're not counting any like books or something that came out later, he was back to being in Starfleet, because he followed his storyline, and the last thing in the TV series was that he had quit Starfleet to travel around and be kind of like a hippie type person. One of these days I will talk about my speculation of how, well, I guess I'm talking about Star Trek now, might as well just do it. This will never happen, so it doesn't really matter. The reboots, for the most part, were a failure. The first movie was somewhat successful, the second movie was just a terrible remake of the Wrath of Khan. It was just awful, the second movie. You should not have done that. You should not have done that at all. So one of the most egregious things about the second remake movie is they introduced seatbelts. And if you want to talk to me, in my mind, the thing that is not Star Trek is having seatbelts on the Enterprise. Ridiculous seatbelts that just wrap up magically around over your shoulders, and the press of a button and strap you down. It's just ridiculous. But there was a lot of things that they added. Like there was a robot on the bridge in the remake things. None of the characters are ever going to feel like the original characters. So I don't know what they're doing there. The guy playing Captain Kirk doesn't in any way feel like Captain Kirk, just on appearance. I mean, I know I'm just saying he doesn't look like Captain Kirk, but he doesn't look like Captain Kirk, as in he doesn't look like William Shatner. It's really that simple. And the guy playing Spock doesn't look like Leonard Nimoy. Except for when it's Leonard Nimoy from the parallel dimension garbage they created. Because then that does look like an older version of Spock, at least. It's the same actor. So, what they're gonna do, or at least what I've heard, I don't have any inside knowledge, is if they do anything at all, which is kind of a big if, it's a money thing as much as anything else. I think Paramount Pictures owns them, and I just don't think they have the money to make TV series and movies, particularly Star Trek, which would require lots of CG, lots of budget that they probably don't have anymore. But what they were last talking about was they were going to do a Lieutenant Worf story. And so that means you would Worf from Next Generation would be, I guess, either quickly or from the beginning of the series, made a captain of his own ship, probably not Enterprise. I don't think they all need to be Enterprise. I think that's kind of silly if you think about it, because it's called Star Trek. It was always called Star Trek. The only thing that wasn't called Star Trek was the first season of Enterprise was called Enterprise, and then it was called Star Trek Enterprise for the second season. And going on for its third season, I think it did have 3. And on the Enterprise front, I'm taking the long route to get to my speculations, because I know. But Enterprise, when it was not dealing with the BS temporal Cold War stuff, had some good episodes that actually did work more than people are willing to admit. It really did. It's just the problem of, I'm not sure everybody likes Scott Bakula. I'm not sure if if it was released on UPN, so I'm not sure if as many people even saw it as should have. I think it was, yeah, just released on UPN. But yeah, but if you take out all the Temple Cold War stuff, if you just have the story and the graphics, that they would, the best graphics that they could have at that time. But Enterprise is better than what you thought. Most people would admit to. I am somewhat of a fan of Scott Bakula, so maybe I'm just being a little bit lenient there, but I really do feel that way. So, but then they totally screwed it up with the Temple Cold War stuff. That should have never been the case. It should have never been, we're gonna do the past and the future. The conceit was that Enterprise was going to be the first Enterprise. It was going to have, not have all the fancy gadgets that most of them did. Ooh, health up. I need to get this then. I may blow myself up just to get that. Is there a sacrifice room anywhere? No. Where's the super secret room? It's like I've looked everywhere. Feels like I've looked everywhere for this. I'm just gonna blow myself up. There you go. It's usually not a smart move to hurt yourself in this game, but when it's a health up on the line, it is a smart move. Let's put that there, come on. I guess there's just not any super secret room in here. I mean, where would it be? Alright, so I am just lollygagging and lollygagging, both in playing this game and getting to my point. Alright, so we've talked about Enterprise, we've talked about Star Trek, we've talked about the Next Generation. Here is my spec script. What I would have wanted to see. I wanted, if you think about what the Federation is, the Federation, in a lot of ways, is a little totalitarian. So, they would run around the galaxy and then steal, particularly in the first series, they were instilling like 1960 mentality, morals to every situation. They were pushing everybody to be part of the Federation so that everybody would share in the technology and resources. It was very colonialist. They had their little Prime Directive, but in all actuality, nobody ever followed the Prime Directive. It was a joke. And they touched upon this a lot in this last movie, not Nemesis, but the second to last Next Generation movie. They touched about some corruption, about how the Federation has gotten too big, too fast. There's just not enough checks and not enough balances. There's a little control in it. So, my thought about this is that what they should have done is had a series where it really points out the ideological single-mindedness of the Federation and how one theory, one way of governance cannot possibly be the only way, the right way. How they are being on track to taking over the entire galaxy and making it a federation. And how that there's just corruption. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. Wow. You're gonna see me die because I'm talking about my spec script and not paying attention. So let me finish the spec script. We'll start over, but maybe I won't even go all the way on this. But, so, I was thinking we would have a character. I was thinking maybe Wesley Crusher, as be the character. Realize that there are flaws in the Federation, that the Federation is moving towards taking over, slowly, sure, that it wouldn't be like the Federation just up and completely changed and they were going to by force take over the rest of the galaxy that isn't already the Federation. But you could even get that far. It could be as simple and motivator as they were instituting a census so that they could count all the people in this galaxy, including the groups that aren't actually part of the Federation. It could be as simple as they would just putting up a spy network to spy on everybody. That would be topical in today's day and age. It could be just that the character Wesley Crusher, we'll just stick with Wesley Crusher, just realized, because that was part of his storyline, was he was realizing that, you know, the Federation isn't this perfect thing it pretends. So, in the middle of that, they're building the next generation of starship. Again, doesn't have to be the Enterprise. It'd probably be better if it's not called the Enterprise. So, what is this next generation of starship going to be, in my mind? It's going to be a Borg technology infused nano machine ship that at a close to atomic level can reassemble itself to look like anything. It is going to have in it a even more powerful than what they hinted at supercomputer that is capable of running all the operations of the ship by itself. It's going to have an emergency medical hologram, but it's going to have an emergency engineer hologram and crew hologram, basically. So the entire crew could just be faked. And oh, with the boom, by the way, when you have explosive diarrhea, it does not activate until you pull the trigger. Like regular bombs that don't activate until you pull the left trigger. So interesting. So Wesley would then by himself, or with the help of maybe a few renegades, steal this ship and take it out into the galaxy, disrupting the efforts of the Federation and whatever they're doing, trying to rebel against this giant monarch of, well, not monarch, but this giant megalith of an organization. And of course he couldn't be just the complete bad guy. He would be a renegade, but he's got to be the good guy and save the day for people. So he's gonna have to, the writers on this show, if the show were ever to get made, which it won't, would have to work really hard to show situations where the Federation doesn't work for people. Where the Federation has to be hurting somebody, and that's just the stuff that was not getting shown. And it's true, even on Earth, if you think about it. If you work for the Federation, you're set for life. They seem to have really no money at all when you work in the Federation. It seems to be like a militaristic thing where you just are, all your needs are fed and you're living very well off of that. But if you don't work for the Federation on Earth, what is your life really like? They don't really get into that, but it's probably not as good. On Earth proper, it's probably not terrible. I doubt that there would be people at that time starving to death, but it's probably not as good. And you probably have Federation agents doing inspections, scanning your, if you're a farmer, you probably have Federation people scanning your crops for things, just getting into your life and messing with it. And so everybody sacrificed an individuality on that. And that's just Earth. When you get to colonies, and you see the colonies, that the ones that have Federation aid get care packages, the ones that don't either get raided by aliens or are left on dead planets half the time living in huts. And that's the whole reason people made colonies, is because the Federation makes it out like that's because people want adventure, but the truth of it is they just want to be independent of the rules and the regulations of that society, which I bet there's tons of them. So the writers would have to work really hard to make a lot of episodes like this. It'd probably be only doing like a mini series or something. Even if maybe just a movie. Ooh, piggy bank again. I want that piggy bank. That piggy bank worked for me, even without the fact that of the magic fingers, which magic fingers didn't really work that well on the last run. So I wouldn't have Wesley running around blowing up ships. Things. I would have him blowing up like satellites, as long as there aren't people on it. He would definitely have to be struggling with all his decisions, but he would have to feel like his decisions are right, that he is, maybe the whole point would be just to set back the progress of people. Ooh. How much was the soul converter? If I can get 15 on this floor somehow, then I can get the soul converter and the company's paw. And we definitely want to do that, because I'm going to show you a trick if I can do that. And I'm going to fill up my life bar real fast. I have the lucky rock, right? I thought I did. Was that the last run? I got the lucky rock? I don't know. So, anyways, that's my next script of what I wanted to see in the next Star Trek movie. Take that in the sense that up until I thought of this before the reboot movies came out. I think the idea of a ship that it can transform itself and just be undetectable, so it could look as big as the Enterprise and potentially transfer entire continents of planets from one place to the other. It can also compress itself down to look like just a small shuttle pod. It would have stealth technology, of course, probably cloaking technology, but just all kinds of stuff. It would go faster than most things. However they want to explain that in their big science stuff of going faster than warp 10. So I thought that as a viewer who was just bored of all the series kind of have a little bit of rebellion in them, but really they don't. Really it's all, well, we all love the Federation, or the Federation we, in our minds at least, and oh, telltales. Well, at least I know what they are. I didn't like Deep Space Nine because I just never got into it. That's really the only reason why I didn't like Deep Space Nine too, is I just never got into it. They were right about adding the whole Defiant thing, for sure. That should have always, they should have always had a ship. They should have been able to go to other planets. Deep Space Nine was very much felt like they were trying to get away with not having a big budget, and it feels low budget. So that's probably true. I liked a lot of the new creatures and characters you saw in Deep Space Nine, whereas the Star Trek original Next Generation was sticking to just a very small cast of creatures. But then you get into Voyager, and Voyager is then half the crew. The original concept of Voyager was half the crew was rebels against the Federation, kind of the thought that I had, and I'd seen that before, so I'm kind of stealing it. But as pretty much after the pilot, all the people who weren't for the Federation fell right in line and were willing to work together. And so, because one of the ships got destroyed when they got sent across the universe to very, very far away, and the entire series was about them trying to get back to where they started. And the last episode, they do get back, just, but a lot of it was through cheating too, because they were still, the second to last episode, basically, they were still very, very far away, and then they were given, through using Borg technology and through using time travel, they were able to get back. Kind of a quick ending. I hate when series get the notice that they've been canceled and they have like 3 more episodes to wrap everything up, because they have not they were not planning to do that at all. I hate when they do that. I wish they would always plan. I am a big fan of Babylon 5, and one thing that the creators of Babylon 5 claim to have always had a plan, that they would be ready to cancel it at any time, at the end of any season, and it really does feel like that. There were 5 seasons. They started off planning and hoping for 5, but if they had ended at any of the seasons, they would have been fine. This is an interesting thought here, so I'm gonna take this, go down to the challenge room. Challenge room would not open for me because I did not have 100% health, or it wouldn't open for me because I only had 1 health. Oh no. No. This is gonna be a bit of a waste. This is ridiculous to do this. This is a silly, silly thought. Oh no! Oh man, that was dumb! DUMB! Wait, maybe I can still save myself here. I need, without killing myself, to get 7 more coins. And so, now that I have the piggy bank, I think I can do this. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. You're about to see some crazy stuff. Crazier than blowing myself up. Alright. So Soul Converter takes 2 soul hearts and makes it into a red heart. So what? Well, Guppy's Paw takes 1 red heart and gives you 3 soul hearts. Oh, now you're seeing it. Now you're seeing it. Okay, so that's as far as it goes. But you just saw some crazy, crazy stuff going on there. And guess what? I don't have to stop. I have the penny. I want this pill. I want another soul heart. I want all kinds of coins. And I can just keep going. We could sit here and do... Oh, I shouldn't have used that then. That was dumb. That was dumb. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get this bomb. So how many coins do I want to take with me? Let's get up to 15 and then we're gonna play the trick some more. And then we're gonna call it a day. I will be taking the head of Krampus with me down to the next floor. Right. So 15, but I want... This is so cheatery. So cheatery. Alright. So I need 8 more coins and we'll be done. 6 more coins. 5 more coins. 3 more coins. 1 more coin. There we go. Talk about synergy here. Alright, so we're at full health. We've got our soul heart. Nothing more we can do. That is the synergy of Soul Converter and Guppy's Paw. I was down. I brought myself intentionally down too. Now I was crying and whining about I did it wrong. What I did wrong is I got enough coins to get the piggy bank, and then I should have come back down and picked up the rest of the coins in case the piggy bank double coins. I don't think it does, but I was thinking that anyways. So let's move on. We've taken a lot of time. Hard to believe I would lose here. Look how far away the boss rush is. Sadly, I went online, did some more research. I know I don't do that a lot intentionally, but a lot of items are unlocked by boss rush, particularly by specific characters that I haven't even unlocked yet. So, as I'm trying to think about how I would create a path of how these recordings are gonna go. I'm thinking to myself that we'll probably have to work on unlocking all the characters. We'll have to work on unlocking all the items. And so I might have to get, just in an effort to not take forever, get more specific, look up specific directions as to how things are unlocked. Tastes like burning. I think I'll take the faith up. I don't even know what the matchstick does. I think it just makes explosions more damage. Yeah, it makes explosions bigger. I think I need that, really, if I'm gonna be honest. So I can get back into the challenge room even if I don't have full health. Why I wouldn't have full health is beyond me. Haven't gotten any pennies yet. That's a little strange. I would have thought at this point I would have gotten some. The life savings and all. But it's not giving me pennies. Found the secret room, found the super secret room, let's see. Luck down, range down, luck down, pretty fly. Get another fly, why not? What's this? Luck up, alright. Just not doing enough damage. A bomb should blow them up. One bomb should blow them up, not one bomb plus another bomb. Were there rocks in this room? Am I missing? No. I'm not getting a lot of rocks either. Do I want fetal protection? No. I hate these rooms like this. Oh, look, they're gonna give me another room. Oh, come on. Let me through. Let me through. Coming through. Well, take health up. Why not? Take a telepills. Telepills is what I wanted. Let's see. The only thing I can think this mushroom cap does is stop you from Curse of the Lost occurring. That's the only thing that maybe lowers the chance. I don't even know if it stops. It just lowers the chance of you ending up in the wrong. I was in a, maybe it increases the chance even. I was in a challenge where we ran into a Curse of the Lost, and it just messed us over. Let's get these two minis, at least. Alright, so what an interesting synergy. So now we've got the habit. So every time I use Krampus, I'll have even higher chance of it recharging every time I get hit. So now when I get hit, to say that better, now when I get hit, I'll drop pennies and charge up my items. I can't do anything about the soul hearts, but I will pick up red hearts later. I'll pick that one up now. We know where the boss room is. We have telepills for the challenge room. Let's get in this challenge room and telepill our way out. So, we want this. We want to pick up our items. We want to touch this. Pick up these items. We want to touch this and telepill out. Alright. You want to touch the demon doors first because, I mean the demon chest last because they may take you with a deal with the devil room, which would then defeat the room for you and save you a telepills or whatever other item you have. Getting more spoilers, can't pick this up. Being full on health means you can't pick up black hearts, can't pick up soul hearts. It's probably better to be full on health, but I could see an argument to leaving one health not full. I'm not creating more spiders, am I? These spiders are bigger because we have the BFF. No, we don't have the BFF stuff. Man, I'm having trouble remembering what I did in this run versus the previous run. And I've screwed up that previous run too. Should have totally gotten this done in the first try. That's just my fault. I was talking and not paying attention. Alright, so we want this. And we have 10 bombs. We have no reason for bombs. And we have 10 keys. Do we have a reason for 10 keys? Do you have any reason to keep our coins? I guess I'll buy a key. Nothing else really needed. We'll come back and get this battery. And these are all bad pills. So, as soon as this guy shows up, he's getting head of Krampus to his face. Missed him just a little bit, but my spider got him. Damage and range up, that's what we need. Little heart does not hurt. Battery. Let's call this floor done. Move on to the next. Man, I've spent more time talking and playing and doing the Soul Heart Converter and Guppy's Paw combination, and we should be a lot further. It's been 28 minutes, and we should be a lot further. Apologies for the duration. Should be like for every single episode I do. But I don't know, I mean, I'm no speedrunner. If you're watching this, this is what you're always gonna get. Unless I'm... Although I did do that one episode a couple days ago where I was busy, so I literally had the speed run even though I didn't want to. But that's not, doesn't feel as fun to me. I don't know if it feels as fun to you. Hopefully we'll beat this. This will just be a slightly long episode and an incredibly long episode. You'll get to see if I was gonna start doing crazy things like edits, which at the moment there are no edits. So if you think you see like a point where something's been edited out, you're just dreaming that. There is no edits being done. It's too much work for me. I am lazy when it comes to like post-production stuff. So if I was smart, I would plan out edits. I would have started the episode all over after the first death and just showing you the success run. But there are stats in the game. You wouldn't catch me doing that. Yeah, let's just do this. There's really, it's close to impossible way to make it seamless. Ooh. Dice room or library. It looks like a library, which is good because we've done some of those dice rooms and at least one of them really messed us up. So we need coins. We get coins when we take damage. Is it worth it to intentionally take damage though? No, it isn't. I want this and I'll take this. This AA battery allows you to be overcharged. I looked that up. I was like, I don't remember what this does, and I looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, it gives you 2 charges. Duh. I knew something did that, just couldn't remember what. I'm gonna use one of my regular bombs here, just because I need the precision. I found out that if you have the poop item, you can put the poop next to it, to a hole, and like right here, and then blow it up and make a bridge. So some of those rooms have the rocks don't have any rocks, or they have the rocks in a position where they won't make a bridge. So I guess that would be one way to get around that. Full of prone health. Lots of bombs. Pretty good room. I need one more penny. I don't like this at all. Oh, let's just do this. Come on. Yeah. I believe this has a chance of dropping items when you touch it, when you get hit. So we've got like 3 things now that drop items when you get hit. Or maybe it also lets you have more room for a trinket. So we know we're going to be fighting a large room boss. It's not too scary, particularly if we have our Brim's Head of Krampus charged. I think I'll go up and fight the boss now. I've got the charged. I want to use it on them. Stay out of my way. Come on. I got so much health. It would be hard, but not impossible. In no way impossible to still lose. guys are slowly walking me down. Just gonna go ahead and check the secret rooms. Super secret rooms. I don't want to come back in this room. Not even checking that closely. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna just run up here and fight this boss while I have the head of Krampus set up. And then we'll come back and do a little bit more. Double Trouble Monstro. Speed up and range up. What's my range at? Still pretty low. Can't do anything with the soul heart. If I keep stupidly taking damage, I shouldn't have any problem getting that second battery. But I would like to buy some other stuff. I would like to have my health up too. So these guys aren't as bad as the turret guys. They're almost as bad, but not quite as bad. We've already found the secret room, super secret room. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm suffering from a lack of concentration today. And then I'm being quiet for big chunks too. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna use this. I keep forgetting I have that. I don't know. I'm having fun, I'm just being quiet, so don't interpret me being quiet as just, oh, I'm hating this and being quiet, because that's just not my style. If I'm hating something, you're gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear about it many, many times. I'm also pretty bad about repeating myself, so if I haven't repeated myself on a major thing yet, I definitely will at some point in the future. But hopefully I'll spread that all out so people don't notice. Alright, so we've got all the floors cleared. Want one more penny for half a heart. I think I'm willing to trade that. We want to get the 15 here. It would be nice if we could get a red heart. It'd be nice if we could get a battery after we got that, but it's not really necessary. So red heart here. This room. Just need to blow myself up once. That gives me that. That gives me this. Now, if I got the battery, I would be at 2 charges, but we'll just charge it up the old-fashioned way. Okay. Can't do anything with this. No other hearts in there. There is an item in there though, and I think I can carry 2 items in the secret room. So let's go back and see what that was. Don't want to leave things behind. Oh, this is taking forever. Wow, it really is. But yeah, I can hold 2 items now that I have the fanny pack. But it also does this little poop that it leaves behind, which It's fine. Whatever. That's what mysterious candy does. Is you just randomly leave poops behind. Halfway through? Halfway through. Wow. How can we speed this up? It's hard to tell. I don't know how you would really speed this up that much. Just being thorough. We're gonna get this victory unless we screw up horribly. Which is always a possibility. Just blowing up rocks, because stuff like that can happen. Hearts, stars, and mushrooms. That's not the Lucky Charms. I don't know what our Lucky Charms commercial is. Wasn't a big cereal kid. Should have done that a few seconds earlier, saved myself a couple hits. Back up to full charge already. How am I gonna hit this guy? I guess just like that. Darn you, Curse of the Lost. Darn you, keys, locks. Darn you, everything. I hate Curse of the Lost. Need damage. Oh man, come on. 2 bombs. Not acceptable. I'll take a luck up. Take up luck up every day of the week. I wish I had luck up in real life. I'll get my luck up so much I'll go win some of the lottery. Solve a lot of my problems right then and there. Probably create a bunch of problems too, but I'm willing to give it a try. There you go. We'll use the world. We'll use explosive diarrhea. Telepills. We'll hold on to telepills. Alright, so I want the matchstick and the wiggle worm. Now let's see what this does. Does nothing. Darn it. For a second there I thought it would make the bombs wiggle in circles. Go ahead and take that battery. Did it give me a full charge or did it give me just fill me up to a charge? That feels like that just filled me up to a charge when I should have been given a full charge. High Priestess, Telepills. Range down. We don't want to range down. We'll come back for High Priestess if we need it. Do I really need to use the thing here? I don't know. I guess I do. I guess I do. Maybe I need to use this. Maybe I really do need to use the Head of Krampus in every room now. Just because the damage is so low. Alright, let's start off simple by just clearing a path. Boss. So we have the option to then cut and run if things get too hard. If we start getting our life down, we are about at half that life right now. I could have blown my way into that and saved myself a key. That was stupid. I hope you appreciate my honesty in my gaming. My willingness to just point out and admit that when I make dumb mistakes. I hope that goes appreciated. So I really don't want the slot machine guy. I can't do anything with the soul heart. I can take this heart, but I will hold off for now. I can take a key because I am a little low on keys. I wasted some keys, and I can take the. Alright, so what we want to do here is not hit this rainbow poop. So I did not move when I used the air canvas for the specific reason I don't want to blow this up until I am close to completely out of life. I want to get as much value out of this rainbow poop as possible. Ooh, lucky rock. I'll take a lucky rock and matchstick. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. Now all the rocks are dropping pennies like this. Blow up these things all at once, but how would I get them? I can get that one. I suppose you could play some backwards bowling on this thing and get the bombs behind them, make paths. I suppose there is a way to make a path if you're just really good at placing bombs. Or if you just have flying, that would work too. So I think we're pretty good here. All we gotta do... What? No, I'm gonna put up with you. Cursor lost. Stupid cursor lost. We got lots of rocks to blow up, lots of pennies to pick up. Lots of rooms to just... Oh, come on. You're not even gonna... Nope, not even gonna... We found the secret room, we found the super secret room, we don't have to worry about that. See if I can get the bomb all the way in there without it hitting me, that would be great, but I can't, but I can do this. So he's not free, the path is still blocked, so he's just stuck there to take it. That's right, take it. Take it like the beast that you are. Go ahead and blow that up. Just in case it decides to get smart and start shooting at me. I guess, let's see, what is taking, we just played a lot of strategies, I guess, is what's taking so long on this. We're just playing very thoroughly and very cautious. Now I definitely want to have a charge, so I'm going to watch this, make sure I have enough charge for the boss. Yeah, this, we're doing good. And good runs take long times. Ooh. I don't think I've had this one before. So we'll come back and get that. And take it into the boss room. We need one more room cleared. Then we'll go in the boss room and we'll take the championship, see what that is. Well, think I need 2 charges for the boss room? We might as well just clear out this room. If they will ever let me in this room. Second time it does not let me come in this room. Second time. 49 coins. Here we go. Cleared out this floor. Let's take this. Do want the telepills back. Add some point there. Explosive diarrhea, we don't need that. Just go in here. Don't want that. High Priestess, we may come back for that, but we'll probably come back for telepills more. Alright. Shop time. Stupid Curse of the Lost. Garbage. See, there's no reason not to get this, and then we'll come back for this. Still don't see a reason to get that. Don't want that. Can't get any of that, which is a little bit of a shame. Ooh, the adversary. I like that. I like that a lot. Adversary has gave us a bunch of trouble before, and I just kicked his butt. And I like that feeling. I like it. Alright, so we want the poop. Where'd the rainbow poop go? We'll take that, charge that up. So we're at 2 uses already. Did I lose the rainbow poop? It was right here. We're gonna run around and look for the rainbow poop. Like idiots. I'll take High Priestess, but I want telepills. Where? The Curse of the Lost problem just compounds. It just compounds and compounds. If you're looking for things, and it's like, what room was that really in? What room am I really in? There's the telepills. Well, I can't even find it. We had rainbow poop. We did. I swear we did. This is crazy. This is a cycle. Whatever. We used the rainbow. We're at full health. I'm happy. Pretty full up. Next level. Well, this is Mom's foot, I believe. Let's just rush to the boss room, maybe? I think it's what's making this so slow is when you shoot off, there's like a second delay of it going off. So I think that is just adding up over time and making it slower to beat room after room. It's hard to tell stuff like that. When something is taking half a second longer and you're doing it 100 times, it's a lot harder to tell that than it is when something is taking 100 seconds longer. Oh shoot. Gotta be careful about bombing doors open, because then you just end up fighting guys again. Come on, 2 bombs? Really? Where's my damage at? My damage is at like half, and still taking 2 bombs. It's a little frustrating. Should not be shooting these guys until after the room is cleared. Should not be shooting skulls until after. You don't want to add to the things you have to kill to get out of here. Did that rock item like bring the challenge up, I wonder? Kind of feels like it might have brought the challenge up. Ooh. So, next floor, we're gonna use this card. We're gonna not use it on this floor, but I'm gonna use the Emperor next floor. Because that'll be a red room, and why not? Alright, so, here's a little trick. Didn't quite work as I had planned. But it worked. We can easily get up to 199 pennies. Blow these things up. Just run around the edges and blow things up. Let's see. 54 pennies when we started, and 77 pennies when we finished. 78 pennies when we finished. Is this a store down here? Oh, good. So we have a half a heart here. More coin. That's fine with me. I'll take Hive Mind, Giant Spiders and Flies. I think that just makes them bigger, both for the enemy and thing. I'll take Broken Watch. That's fine. Do I need bombs? No. Do I need this? No. So I'll leave the battery and the health. That we may need that later. Do I need bombs? No, not of it. Secret rooms. Let's see. Where would the door be? Right about there? Secret rooms. I haven't tried that hard, but whatever. Just glad to be off the Curse of the Lost. Don't think I'll need to do damage on this guy. It's only one of them. Although he was able to hit me. Would like to be able to reach those things. A ladder, a boomerang, flying ability. I have touched one guppy item, so we could become guppy. I doubt we will, though. Shoot. Blew that up. Figuratively screwed that up. Come on. Oh, I got it. By the time taking so much damage, had to filled that up again. Why am I wasting so much time picking up all these pennies? Well, they could be useful. So, firebomb here. Pick up the regular bombs. Firebomb here. Pick up the regular bombs. If I could get like a double your bombs and then 99 keys, I could end this run at 99 pennies, 99 bombs, and 99 keys. Don't think you get anything for really doing that. It's just on my bucket list. Things I'd like to do before I kick the bucket. So here's the broken watch working in our favor. It's random. You'd much rather have the fixed watch that does the same thing. But beggars can't be choosers. It's a shame I can't access the donation machines. Put about 75, 80 coins in the donation machine. Get me up to close to 999. Alright, so just gonna put a regular bomb here, see if the super secure is here. It wouldn't have been anyways. I was paying attention. Just having the snails over their heads makes it easier to see. The little fly ones, at least. There's a bomb here, regular bomb. We bombed here already. Where are you, super secret? Let's go ahead and pop this. I would like a challenger room too. I mean, I got these telepills. It'd be nice if I could use them. Alright, we're about to get to 99. When we get to 99, we'll just leave the rest of the floor, of course. Hate when it goes down like that. Just hate when it goes down. Please, please, please don't be like double your coins. I don't care if it's double your bombs. I don't care if it's double your keys. I would be fine with double your hearts. That will work real well. Alright, so 2 spades doubles my keys. That's not a problem. It's helpful. Come on. I gotta get it 2 more times if I'm gonna not if I'm gonna use the heavy weapons in this room. Actually, I don't need to get hit 2 more times. Still didn't kill them all. I'm not trying to pick up pennies. They're just happening. Alright, so I've got my head of Krampus charged. This will be Mom's foot, so we've got to get everything we want now. Because there's no coming back. Can't get in the challenge room. Well, so since this is Mom's foot, I've got to take this with me. Wish I could pick up those. Can't. So one of these, one of this, and might as well pick up this. We're so full on pennies. There's soul hearts everywhere that I can't use. This game is teasing me for sure. It is it's giving me soul hearts because it knows I can't use them. Instead of red hearts, which it normally would give you. So I should be able to do this. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to. We'll just pop the thing as soon as we see the eyes and the foot. Everything slowed down. Shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. Blow up these rocks. Get them out of the way. I am sticking by my thought to not pick up negative or Polaroid in challenges. So I'm not going to pick that item up. Instead, I'm going to leave it. I'll leave that penny since I'm already at 99. My hope is that this run, this incredibly long run, will end at Mom's heart. We're gonna pop the Emperor right now. There's nothing here that I really want. The red hearts, that's about it. Is the only thing I need. Double Trouble Fallen. Interesting. Oh shoot, it's not charged. Why is my thing not charged? It was charged. Why was the head of Krampus not charged? Who did this to me? Did I do this to myself, or did the fallen ones do this? Well, this is an interesting wrinkle. It's an interesting wrinkle they thrown into this thing. Would really like to deal with the devil. Stop this bullshit. Die already. Let's work our way backwards. I don't want to just jump. Will this be the end of me? I can go backwards or I can go forwards. I guess going forwards is a smart move. How am I gonna survive? I can't believe I'm gonna lose. Just taking too much damage. can I do? How can I... I need red hearts. I need red hearts bad. Well... So I'm flying. It should not hurt me if I stand over those. So there was no danger as long as I didn't shoot at myself. Alright, so go ahead and get rid of this. Another heart. Palms are key. Does it help me in any way to do that? I don't know. Probably not. Look how slow he is. I wish he was always that slow. Look at his little tears. Look at his little dash thing. It's so cute. It's so sad and pathetic. Another heart. Another heart. More pennies. We'll leave the pennies. Alright, so just go ahead and kill these guys. Can't pick up black hearts. Just need red hearts, that's all I can do. Alright, so I can just stand here over this and they can't do anything. Following a pattern, if you notice that. Well, I've touched 2 guppy things now. Is that gonna help me any? I don't know. Well, I will say that I'm surprised I've made it this far from where we were at. I was just terrified. I thought we were going to go in the next room and lose. So at least we have 3 hearts now. Ooh. We may have our saviors right here. Give me hearts. 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 What's this? 2 of hearts. Doubles your hearts. HP up. Gives me 1 of that. So I have the 2 of hearts here, which will give me 8 hearts. If I can get it up to get 2 more hearts, I will then be right where I should be at full health. Don't see myself doing anything with you though. I'm gonna leave you, but I think I'm gonna come back and blow you up. Wait a minute. We may have a solution here. Was I sure that, did I know you could get arcades in there? In these red rooms? Oh shoot, nearly blew myself up. Just put a bomb right there. Did I know you could do that? I don't know. I don't know if I did know you could do that. Okay, so I don't want to pick up bombs. I don't want to pick up keys. I don't want to pick up any item actually, because I'm going to go to this key guy. Alright, so 2 of hearts. What do I need from these guys? Even if they gave me a blood bag, it would be crazy. Let's go with the key guy. Let's get a picture of what the key guy is gonna do. I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, I really don't. Alright, so I don't have to worry about him. That solves one problem. Right there. I can take a hit from that. Pick up this heart, although I should probably just leave the hearts. Come back again later. So don't have to worry about that. This guy's dropping troll bombs. Distant admirer, which is the red fly. Let's get these coins. Alright, so there's a pill out there, there's bombs or keys somewhere. I believe we still have that pill somewhere. So, how many hearts can I give to this guy? 2? Well, we may come back and do that. And if we need keys, we'll use bombs or key. But actually, let's use it now. Bombs or key. That's fine. Up to 99. Let's blow up these rocks. Might as well. I want to leave this floor coated in red hearts if I can. We'll go ahead and pop that. Alright, so another strategy. Boom. So those rocks that are kind of have a different look to them have I think a higher chance of shooting off blood spurts and circles at you. But then that rock didn't look like that rock I was describing, and it did the same thing. So could be I just have no clue. Could be it's all random. Still haven't figured out what the blue rocks look like in the red rooms. But I have heard speculation, at least one person say they do exist. I'll bomb my way into a pain room, but I am not going in through the door. These red rooms, gotta be careful of them. Come right back. Shoot. Let's see. Still looking for a secret room. I think we already... Nope, haven't found the secret room, haven't found the super secret room. Lots and lots of rooms with coins, and one room with spirit hearts. What floor is this? Room 2, so we should be at the What could be in the pain room that would be worth it? I don't know, but I'm flying, so I guess it's worth a look. I guess it really wasn't worth a look, but whatever. I'm not seeing a secret room on this. I'm not seeing a super secret room. I think we've been thorough enough. Got this arcade. So, in this, we could play and risk all our life for a blood bag twice. Or we could not. I don't think we should. I think we should blow these up. I think we blow up the hard bagger. We're at full health. I don't think we could have done better than that. Maybe this guy would have given us a guppy item or something. Who knows? Who cares? Let's just get this over with. Maybe on floors where you get a... What? There goes that thought. I was about to say something stupid and then it proved me wrong. He's a little slowed down, I can see. Why am I picking up these things? I don't know. So we found the secret room, we found the super secret room. Oh. Super secret room is way up there at the top. It was so long ago, I don't even remember. We have 2 heads of campus uses that should get us the victory. We're at full health. What could go wrong? I mean, you should never say this, but what could go wrong? It lives. Here we go. Notice here, still not enough to kill with 2 heads of campus. So how about a 3rd head of campus? Wow. That is just wow. Takes 3 heads of Krampus to defeat him. Super glad that we are done. 1 hour and 20 minutes, and this is the 2nd run, so this will be like a 2-hour episode probably. I'm glad we're not going down the Sheol. I'm glad we're not going up to the cathedral. I'm glad we're done. Let's see what we unlocked. We deserved it. That took forever. I talked way too long. I was quiet for way too long in parts 2. So how one is both too talkative and not talkative enough is amazing, but somehow I pulled it off. The Chaos card has appeared in the basement. So that's probably the first item we've gotten that wasn't a rune that you've seen. But I knew we could do Demo Man. It just took us 2 tries. We would have gotten it in the first try if I had just been paying attention a little bit more. So next episode won't be Curse. We already did that. It won't be Beans. It will be It's in the Cards. Next episode. And then we'll do Waka Waka, and then we'll do the host, and then we're going back to regular runs. We're gonna do a hard run with Isaac then. And then I'm gonna probably just do some regular runs, maybe try to unlock some characters and some items. Anyways, thank you for bearing with this incredibly long episode. If you have, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.